Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing first play is Ritter. And his first look is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. The Falcons in a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 2nd and 10. Powell. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 1 now. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were fantastic a week ago in a win over Houston.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense, because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
They'll run with Robinson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Robinson again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
Blue striker. 52 blaster. Ready?
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
Held them well under 200 yards of total offense. In today's NFL, that's a feat to be proud of, especially with the emphasis on offense and what we're seeing each and every week.
Ritter. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd down and 6 to go. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Powell down to throw it. And it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw there taken in by Smith. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Goes right back to Smith again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Ready?
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Set.
Ritter will set up to throw it. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And, boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the 1st. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Ready.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. He stiff arms him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Got it.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Green jacket. Set, hunt.
Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Go set. Ready. Go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Smash, red. Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Ritter to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11.
13 on the play. It's 4th down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
A little luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And here comes Danny Johnson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Howell. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Ritter with it after the play fake. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ritter now. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Ritter from the gun. This is Smith to the ground. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He made his first, this from 47 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a line. There he goes, left side. And with the clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, you might say a lifeline there on the final play of the half. A chance for a late 3 to open the lead even further, but instead everything changes on the blocked field goal return.
I was interested in watching them go in at the half to see what their body language was going to be. Well, we know what it is now. They've run off the field feeling really good about a chance in the second half.
The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. That one downfield for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hal throwing on third down here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
Robinson up the middle. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And now they're in the hurry up. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they get 4 there on 4th and inches. Ritter. And that'll be incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Blue striker. Slide blue. Blaster, 6. Ready.
Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. Charge. Hut.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Ritter on the 4th down try.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howe. Throw right side complete to Dotson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And Howe will throw it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Ritter's throw complete there to Smith.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On first down, Ritter.
Flush to his right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hand off now to Robinson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. Well, they take a chance there on 4th and 1, but it's a gain of 3 and a new set of downs.
Ready, ready. Drill green.
On play action, here's Ritter.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And they're going to speed things up here.
2nd down throw coming for Ritter. Another completion right back to Patterson. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Ritter back to throw. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. To the air again, it's Ritter.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback, so that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6.
Ritter off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Patterson.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordell Patterson.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. There he goes, right side. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And running with power here.
Through the middle of the field.
Touchdown, Washington.
His fourth rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes it a 17-10 score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of
oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards. Long developing route there on the post corner, but it was worth the wait.
It certainly was. I love the way you described it because you do have to sell the post. Usually a couple of steps towards the middle of the field in order to get the defender to turn his hips. And then he breaks off towards the corner, and off he goes. Well executed.
On the run, it's Robinson.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here's Ritter. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
Here we go.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Yellow. Ready?
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. And it is caught. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
At the 1 yard line.
Let's go now. Bang.
Touchdown, Falcons. James Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Hal to throw on second down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now brings up third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Hal throwing on third down here.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Coup for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Here's Hal.
Flushed out right.
And that's going to be incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try to push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. Here's Howell.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. 4th down. Howell, desperation time. Finding Samuel. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Oh, man. They are living on the razor's edge. If this is incomplete, this game's over. Instead, it's a huge pickup. And I think the win percentage calculator is going to have to work overtime here because this game has really had some swings.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
A give running right, Gibson.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
And that is ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Here's 2nd and a yard. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And 12 at the 48-yard line.
And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's 2nd down. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And then on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.